Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have another pregnancy update video, and you guys won't believe what the doctor told me this time. So if you want to see what the doctor told me, then continue watching today's video. So I'm going to start off today's video with my bump date, of course. So this is what my bump is currently looking like. I feel like today my bump is looking a bit small. But yeah, this is what the bump is looking like. I hope I'm in frame. If not, I'll just like insert a picture or whatever. But okay, if you guys have not seen my last bump date, which I think was like 2 uploads ago, I would recommend that you guys watch that first. So I will put a card above. That way you guys will kind of know a gist of everything that has been going on with me. So anyways, on Tuesday, I went in. I'm like out of breath. So on Tuesday I went in for my 2-week appointments because now my appointments are 2 weeks since I am in the 3rd trimester. Reason being why I'm quoting that is because I'm about to tell you guys some tea. Some of you guys are going to be upset again because I got a lot of DMs and a lot of messages being like, how is that possible? Blah, 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 blah. But anyways, okay, so I went in for my normal checkup. The doctor walks in per usual, greets us, everything like that. And he goes, how are you feeling today? You are 27 weeks and 4 days. Yes, you guys, I just said 27 weeks and 4 days. When the last time I went in there, they had told me, I believe it was like the same amount of weeks that he's repeating himself and basically telling me that I was in my 3rd trimester or about to be in my 3rd trimester. That's what happened in the last video. He literally walked in the room and was like, oh, you're about to be in your 3rd trimester. They gave me the 3rd trimester packet. I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab that so you guys can believe me because I have my receipts. Okay, this is my 3rd trimester packet. I don't want to like show my hospital or anything, but yeah, this is the packet that they gave me the last appointment that I went in there. And they gave me my scripts for my glucose, and they gave me my scripts for a certain vaccine for the whooping cough, and they told me to get that within my 28-week period and like something else, since I was in my last video in my 3rd trimester. So anyways, the doctor walks in and he was like, oh, you're 27 weeks and you're 4 days. And I automatically look at my boyfriend. I look at Ramon and I'm like, and Ramon looks at me and I'm just like, I'm just sitting there quiet. Like I wanted to laugh. I didn't know what to do or what to say, but I kind of just like looked at the doctor, right? So then he sits down on his chair or whatever. And he was like, oh my God, that scared me. So he sits down on his chair or whatever, and he was like, okay, so I'm going to give you your scripts to do your glucose test and the whooping vaccination or whatever. And I looked at him and I was like, I did that already. I was like, you gave me my scripts the last time I was here and you told me that I was in my 3rd trimester and that I needed to get that done before a certain amount of weeks were here. And I did that about 2 weeks ago. I went in and I did my glucose tests and I got the vaccine that you guys recommended for me to get. And he was like, oh, really? They're not in your file. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, you would have seen that I tweeted something about the nurse couldn't find my glucose results test and couldn't find just the results in general. And I'm going to be mad if I have to go back in and take that test all over again. So I guess the nurse, when she ended up finding my results on the day that I called, she never placed that into my file. So the doctor's over here thinking like, okay, first off, he was thinking that he never gave me my scripts when he did, and I feel like that should have been written down. He should have had a record that he already gave that to me and whatever. And secondly, that nurse should have probably put my paperwork with my folder, since that was going to be spoken about in my next appointment anyways. So then the doctor was like, I'll be right back. I'm going to go look for your results or whatever. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. And as soon as that door closes, me and Ramon start looking at each other and just talking about the weeks. And I'm like, if I was tracking this correctly and kept like my tracking, it would be 27 weeks and the 4 days. But since I changed it to their tracking, I was gonna be 29 weeks and 4 days, pretty much. So I was like, they keep messing it up. I should have like went with my gut feeling and just kind of kept my tracking, but also tracked theirs too, so I could get like an estimate of it. And he was like, you know what, let's just be quiet about it. Let's just see when he measures your stomach, what it says, because like your stomach, from what they said last time, is like more accurate or whatever. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So then the doctor walks back in and he was like, yeah, your glucose is fine, everything is fine, which I was kind of nervous about, because when I did my glucose test, I passed it by 1 point, so I was afraid they were going to make me do it again. But he was like, it's just 1 point, you're perfectly fine. So then I had another concern. It was about my iron. My iron level was low and the nurse had told me to take iron pills. So I was speaking to the doctor about that and he was like, oh, it's only low by 4%. Just keep taking your prenatals. You'll be fine. It's still early, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, that's fine with me, because I personally can't take iron pills. It just messes with my stomach and it just doesn't sit well with me. So I was okay with that. But I am eating like foods that have more iron in it, or I'm attempting to eat more foods that have more iron in it. But yeah, so then the doctor was like, oh, well, you seem to be on top of all of your testing and everything like that. And I was like, yeah, because like in my head, I'm like, yeah, because you told me to make sure I have this done before my next appointment, blah, blah, blah. And so then he was like, okay, we're going to take a look at your measurements on your stomach and everything like that. And my measurements of my stomach was the 27 weeks and everything. So I just kind of like eyeballed my boyfriend and he was just like, yeah. And so then the doctor was like, okay, well, the next time that you come in, we're just going to be doing the same thing, listening to the heartbeat and measuring your stomach. And I'm like, okay, thanks, blah, 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 blah. And that just kind of summed up the whole appointment. So then we're leaving and stuff, and my boyfriend was like, I can't believe this happened again, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I know. And the crazy thing is, this time we had the same doctor as last time. So I don't know what went wrong at this appointment. I don't know if he wrote the wrong thing or if he just, I really don't know what went wrong. I don't know how last time I was 20 something, last time I was there, I was the 27 weeks and I should have been 29 weeks, but now I'm 27 weeks again. And so this whole pregnancy has been very confusing with these damn doctor appointments. Like, I'm so serious. I feel like so fed up every time I go in. It's something new and it's kind of hard to like keep track of where I am since they aren't really telling me much about it. But yeah, you guys, that's like the whole appointment. I'm gonna talk about the glucose and the sugar test because I feel like so many people kind of like scared me for it and kind of was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like the nastiest drink that you ever drank. You're gonna have to sit there for like the whole hour and blah 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 blah. It's gonna be dreadful. But honestly, you guys, I had the orange flavor drink that you had to drink, and it tastes like flat orange soda to me. It really didn't bother me at all. I drank it in less than a minute because I know you had like 5 minutes to drink it, but I just drank it in one shot because I wanted to get it over with because I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be so bad. But honestly, you guys, it was not bad at all. And the guy that was gonna do my blood, he was cool. He was just like, don't eat anything, don't drink anything, just come back in an hour, because I went by myself because my boyfriend had to work and I didn't have anyone else to go with. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna go to Target. But yeah, and I did it and it wasn't bad at all. I guess there's other flavors out there. I've been watching like Aspen and she had a fruit punch one. Someone had a white one. So I guess every flavor is different, but Aspen said the fruit punch one was good. Like, she kind of liked it. So I don't know. I guess everyone is different when it comes to taste buds, but that didn't really bother me too much and my results came out good. But I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about in today's video. Let me know your thoughts about what's going on with my doctor situation down below. Like I've said in my previous video, be sure to follow me on my social media. I post bump dates. We'll try to keep them every week or whatever week I am, I post them onto my Instagram. That way I can keep track of how much my bump is growing, because I personally like to see my bump grow. And low-key, I'm kind of happy that I am 27 weeks, because at my baby shower, I'm not going to be 37 weeks. I'll be 35 weeks, and I still have time to grow my bump. But yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Bye!